In this video, we will learn the programmable logic devices, which is normally called as PLDs, different types of PLDs that are used in digital system design. So let us learn in detail different types of programmable logic devices which are used in digital system design and how to realize Boolean functions or what are the benefits of programmable logic devices is what we learn in this video. So what are programmable logic devices is what we need to know. So before that, why do we keep our step into programmable logic devices? So I hope till now, I think in my previous videos, if you see, we have worked on many different ICs, integrated circuits, like all basic gates or NAND gates or whatever we had, 740008 and other ICs like 7483, 74151. Okay, so all these ICs are used for certain purpose, right? This is always a NAND gate. This 7408 is always an AND gate. 7483 is always an adder IC. So 74151 is a multiplexer IC. So you can't use this particular ICs for any multi-purpose. Okay, these ICs or these integrated circuits, what we learned till now, are particularly used for the certain single task. Okay, they only work as multiplexer. If I take 74151, 7483 will always work as an adder IC. You can't use it for any other purpose. So how to design an IC or an integrated circuit which can perform a multi-purpose task, which can do not one single task, which can do multiple tasks. So for that reason, we have to go for programmable logic devices, which are again an integrated circuits, but they do multiple tasks rather than doing a single task. Okay, the programmable PLDs are used to multiple tasks, not only to do either only adder or only multiplexer and so on. Okay, so that is the benefit of using the programmable logic devices. So what do they contain? What programmable logic devices contain? So they contains an array of AND gates. So an array means a group of AND gates. You will have more than one AND gates and that becomes an array. Array of AND gates. It also has an array of OR gates. So therefore the programmable logic devices are programmed to do multiple tasks, which is again an integrated circuit which does multiple tasks, which have been programmed to do the multiple tasks. Now this particular IC will have a combination of the array of AND gates and array of OR gates. Means you will have more number of AND gates and more number of OR gates. That is what array, not single AND gate and single OR gate that you will have. You will have multiple AND gates and multiple OR gates, which are called as array, which are connected to one to each other. That is what an array is all about. So there are three kinds of PLDs based on the type of the array. Okay, so we will have three kinds of PLDs based on type of arrays. So which has programmable feature. Now here keep this in mind, programming means not the software programming, not the software coding. Here programming means it's an hardware programming. Okay, it's an hardware. Hardware means doing an electrical connections. That is what an hardware is all about. Okay, so doing electrical connections is what hardware is all about. So you do hardware connections and that becomes an hardware programming. So based on this, so as we know that there are three kinds of PLDs based on type of arrays. So as we said, like array of AND gates and another array of OR gates that we have in any PLD devices. So there are three kinds of PLDs which is normally based on this type of arrays, which is having a programmable feature. Okay, so which are those PLDs are programmable read-only memory, programmable read-only memory. So what is programmable read-only memory is PROM. Okay, so we know about read-only memory, right? So we know about read-only memory. So this is actually programmable read-only memory. Programmable read-only memory. And then we do have second one, which is programmable array logic. We normally call it as PAL. PAL. The third one is programmable logic array. Programmable logic array. Okay. So PROM is the first PLD what we are going to discuss now. Next we are going to discuss on programmable array logic, and then we'll be discussing what is programmable logic array. Okay. So here the process of entering the information into these devices is known as programming, which I have already told you. Entering the information is not through software program or any coding, it is normally an electrical programming, which is hardware programming. What does that means? Users can program these devices or ICs electrically through connecting wires in order to implement the Boolean functions based on the requirement. Implement the Boolean functions based on the requirement. So here the term programming refers to hardware programming. So programming refers to hardware programming here. It's not a software programming. It is nowhere related to software programming. It's normally a hardware programming. Okay. Now, let us now learn programmable read-only memory. What is that? And let us solve some problems using programmable read-only memory. So programmable read-only memory is, so we all know about ROM, right? ROM device, we know that. So read-only memory or ROM, whatever we have, ROM is a memory device which stores the binary information permanently. Okay, so it means that you can't change the information which is stored inside the ROM. Means you can't erase any data and again restore something else. ROM will always store the data permanently. So it stores the data permanently. So if ROM has programmable feature, if you have a programmable feature with respect to the ROM, then that particular ROM is normally called as programmable read-only memory. So due to this programmable feature, the user will have flexibility to program the binary information electrically once by using PROM programmer. Okay. So you can either program the ROM device so that you can have different tasks that can be performed. When you take only ROM, it can have only the information permanently, so it can have the information permanently, so you cannot change the data. It means that it is doing some sort of single task. So here PROM will have always the PLDs, programmable logic devices, will always have either AND array or OR array. So it will have an AND array, array of AND gates and array of OR gates. Therefore here in PROM, you are trying to keep the AND gates to be fixed. So you are trying to keep the AND gates fixed, whereas you are trying to program the OR array. So you are going to program the OR array. So we are trying to fix the AND gates, whereas we are going to program the OR gates. So it means that so we have n inputs to the AND array, whatever we have. So here the inputs of AND gates are not programmed. That is what. So when I give n inputs to the AND gate, I don't program that n inputs. Okay. I will generate the product terms by using AND gates. So I will generate product terms by using AND gates. Okay. AND gates having n inputs each. So we can implement these product terms by using a decoder. So this decoder generates n minterms. Okay, so this decoder generates n minterms. So here we have to generate the product terms. So AND gate always generate the product terms and added with product terms whatever we have. So this addition of these product terms will nothing but the minterms. So AND gate operation is this, generating the product terms, whereas OR operation is done by an OR array gates. And the output what we get from this particular OR gate, programmable OR gate, is the minterms what we get, n minterms what we get. Okay, m minterms what we get. So here the inputs of OR gates are programmable. That means we can program any number of required product terms. So whatever the product terms that it comes out of the AND array, okay. So AND array will generate all the product terms. So we are allowed to choose the particular product terms and give that as an output. because of the programmable OR array. Okay, so let us look into small example for this. Now we do have one question here. Let us implement the following Boolean function using prom, where a of xy z equals summation m of 5, 6, 7. So these are minterms. 5, 6, 7 are minterms, and b of xyz equals summation m of 3, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so if we have such questions, how to program it using the prom? Okay, so as I said, you prom will always have the fixed AND arrays and programmable OR arrays. So we'll go back to the midterm. What it was, summation m of 5, 6, 7 is the first question. So let me say f of the question is what? Well, it is a of xyz. Okay, so it is a of xyz, a of xyz equals summation of m of 5, 6, 7 is the question, first question what we have. So let us program this using or let us build this particular Boolean function using an erasable a programmable read-only memory. So for that we know the equation for 5, 6, 7 is somewhere is nothing but 101, and 6 is 110, 7 is 111. Therefore 101 will be x y bar z, whereas 110 will be x y z bar, and 111 will be x y z. So what we do is we will have x bar, y bar, z and z bar. So here we normally have an inverter here, an inverter where one of the output will be a non-inverting output, the other output with a bubble what you have will be the inverter output, and this is x, this is x. Similarly we have other inputs which is y. So y, again one of the input is non-inverting and the other input is inverting. So this is y. Similarly we have z. Okay, so this is x and this is x bar, this is y bar. So here we will have the inverter x, so x it is connected to x, whereas this x bar is connected to x bar like this. So similarly this will be connected to y, whereas this is bubble y bar will be connected to y bar. Similarly this will be connected to z, whereas this will be connected to z bar. Now what we will have is we will have an AND gate connected to this. So how many AND gates we need here is, so this is xyz, it means it is a 3 variable. So 3 variable in the sense you will have 8 combinations of AND gates. 2 power 3 is 8. So therefore this is one AND gate, second AND gate, third AND gate, fourth, fifth, 6th, 7th, and last one is 8th. So what is this AND gate is giving here is, so for that I'll just write the truth table for you. I hope you will understand about for this three variable. So I have x, y, z, and I have output A. So if I try to write a truth table here with 8 different conditions. So because it is 3 variables, so 2 power 3 is 8. Therefore it is 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1. So here 5, 6, 7 is 1. So this is 5, 6, 7 is 1. All others are 0. So now 0, 0, 0 means x bar, y bar, z bar, x bar, y bar, z, x bar, y, z bar. So that is how we write x bar, y bar, z bar, x bar, y bar, z, x bar, y, z bar, x bar, y, z, x, y bar, z bar, 1, 0, 0, x, y bar, z, 1, 0, 1, x, y, z bar, 1, 1, 0, x, y, z. Now this 8 combinations of the product terms is what will be connected by an AND gate. So we all know that this is x, this is x bar, this is y, this is y bar, this is z and z bar. So first one is, we need first AND gate is x bar, y bar, z bar, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, sorry, 6 is xyz bar and 7 is xyz. So we will have a cross term in those places. What we have, will dot says it's fixed connection, whereas cross says program in this diagram. Okay, programmable. So now I need x bar, y bar, z bar. So I am going to fix the AND gates. AND gates are fixed here in the programmable read on the memory. So x bar, y bar, z bar says it is fixed for x bar, y bar. AND gate is fixed for x bar, y bar, z. Then I need x bar, y bar, z. X bar, y bar, z. Then I need x bar, y, z bar. X bar, y, z bar. Then I need x bar, y, z. X bar, y, z. Then I need x, y bar, z bar. X, y bar, z bar. Then x, y bar, z. X, y, z bar. Then finally x, y and z. Now these are the dots which says it is the fixed AND gates for this particular product terms which it should generate. Now my next job is to connect the OR gates, programmed OR gates. Okay. Now we'll extend this for OR gates. So OR gate will be written OR gate will be written vertically like this. So normally we'll represent the gates as a single input here in the programmable devices. So this is OR gate. Now this would be A. So A is what? Summation M of 5, 6, 7. So I should put a cross for program. So therefore 5, 6, 7, 101 is 5. So I should put a cross. 6 is this and 7 is this. So if you go back and see what is A is 5, 6, 7, therefore I got 5, 6, 7. Now if you see in the question for B, so for B it is summation M of 3, 5, 6, 7. So the number of functions given will be equal to the number of OR gates that we use for programming. Therefore, if you go back to the diagram, we will add B in the same diagram now, because AND gates are fixed so that the diagram doesn't get changed for AND gate. The only thing is you are going to add one more OR gate here. One more OR gate for getting B, and B is what? B is nothing but 3, 5, 6, 7. 3, 5, 6, 7. So B is nothing but 3, 5, 6, 7. So 3 is 0, 1, 1, 3, 5, 6, 7. So this is what the programmable read-only memory example. Okay, I'll take another example now. Let us take another example. So let us design 3-bit binary to XS3 code using programmable read-only memory. Let us design this now. So first thing is we need to write the truth table always. Truth table for the 3-bit binary to XS3 code conversion. Okay. So truth table. So we'll have binary B2, B1, B0. Let me take the inputs, 3-bit inputs B2, B1, B0. Where binary means it's 3 input means it starts from 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 4, and then 1, 0, 1, 5, then 1, 1, 0, 6, then finally 1, 1, 7, 1, 1, 7. Now I need to access 3 code, so I'll say E3, E2, E1, E2, E1, E0 for 3-bit. Now I think if you go with 7, XS3 code is adding 3 for every binary bit. So when I say 7 plus 3 equals 10, 6 plus 3 equals 9, 5 plus 3 equals 8. Can I represent this 8, 9, 10 in 3-bit sequence? No, it's not possible, because 3-bit sequence ends at 7, which is all 3 ones. 8 binary value will be 10000. Therefore, you need 4-bit for XS3. Even though they have asked 3-bit binary to XS3, but XS3 will be of 4-bit, whereas binary will be of 3-bit. Because 8, 9, 10 cannot be represented using 3 bits. Therefore, I'll say it is E3, E2, E1, E0. So for 0, binary is the XS3 is 0, means XS3 is 3. XS3 is 3, whereas for 1 XS3 is 4, for 2 XS3 is 5, for 3 XS3 is 6, for 4 7, for 5 8, for 6 9, and finally for 7 10. So this is the XS3 code for a 3-bit binary that we have taken. Now we'll represent each output, which is each binary, in terms of the min terms, whatever we have. So I'll say E3 equals summation M of last 3, 5, 6, 7. Similarly, E2 equals summation M of 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Finally, 1 equals 0, summation m of 0, 3, 4, and finally 7. Then E naught equals summation m of 0, 2, 4, 6. So these are the 4 summation terms which we have got. Now using for these equations we should program it using the prom. So first thing is we need B2, B2 bar, B1, B1 bar, B0, B0 bar. So then I'll write the horizontal vertical line downwards for each. So I will have B2 which goes to an inverter. I'll have B1 which goes to another inverter and also B0 which goes to another inverter. So now inverter will have two outputs. So one is from here which is B2. Then the other one will be from bar, so which is B2 bar. Then one B1 from B1 it will go to B1, whereas bar with a bubble will go to B1 bar. Then we'll have B0. Then we'll have B0 bar. Okay. Now after this B2, B1, B0 inverters is been placed, now I need to fix the AND gates. So AND gate, as this is 3-bit function, 3-bit variable input, therefore I get 8 AND gates. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, finally the last AND gate. So we have 8 AND gates which gives 8 different functions which is nothing but X bar, Y bar, Z bar, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and finally 7. So therefore X bar, Y bar, Z bar. Now I need to mark that. So anyway, this is X bar, Y bar, Z bar is now nothing but B2 bar, B1 bar, B0 bar. So this is nothing but B2 bar is X, B1 is Y, B0 is Z. Okay. So B2 bar, B1 bar, B0 bar. Next B2 bar, B1 bar, B0. And then B2 bar, B1, B0 bar. B2 bar, B1 and B0. Then B2, these both are bars. then B2, B1 bar, B naught, then B2, B1, B naught bar, finally B2, B1, B naught. So we have fixed the AND array. So next thing is we need to draw the OR gates. So how many OR gates we required here is we have 4 outputs. We have 4 outputs. So we need 4 OR gates to be programmed here. 4 outputs means we have E3, E2, E1, E0. So we have E3. So there is one OR gate for that. Then we have E2. So we have another OR gate for E2. Then we have E1. So let me take another OR gate for E1. And finally I have E0. Now what is E2, E1, E0, E3 and all? So first is 5, 6, 7. Summation M of 5, 6, 7 is E3. So therefore I will put 5, 6, 7 is E3. Then E2 is 1, 2, 3, 4. Therefore I will go with 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. Then E1 is summation M of 0, 3, 4, 7. E1 is summation M of 0, 3, 4, 7, 0, 3, 4, 7. Finally, I have E0, where the E0 function is 0 to 4, 6. E0 is 0 to 4, 6. Therefore, 0, 2, 4, 6. Now, this is the PROM design for 3-bit binary to XS3 code. I hope now you are clear with how to design PROM, how to implement the Boolean function using programmable read-only memory. Now we will go to the next discussion. Which is the next discussion is we will learn what is. So here I should tell you one more thing. Instead of that inverter what we used and an AND gate what we used to design a fixed AND array for giving x bar, y bar, z bar, which is 0 to xyz 7, we can use 3 to 8 decoder for that. This 3 to 8 decoder, what you can see here, this 3 to 8 decoder will take 3 input values xyz and which will give you 0 to 7, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0. So 0 to 7 output will be there. So this 3 to 8 decoder whatever we have is equal to the inverter and the AND gate array which we have written, right? We wrote inverter in this way and then we wrote AND gate in this way. So this complete inverter with AND gate array, fixed AND gate array is nothing but 3 to 8 decoder which we think of connecting. Okay, either you can use 3 to 8 decoder and have XYZ as an input and 0 to M0 to M7 as an output and choose the decimal values according to the summation M whatever you have for an OR gate. You can write this diagram also, you can write the diagram which I have explained you with the inverters and AND gates which have been used. Both are correct. Okay. Okay, now we will see what is programmable logic array. So very simple. In PROM we fixed AND gate and we programmed the OR gate, whereas in programmable array logic, okay, programmable array logic, which is PAL. So in PAL we will have programmable AND array. We will have programmable AND array, whereas fixed OR array. We will have fixed OR array. So we program AND array now. We fix the OR array. Okay, so let us see what is the benefit of that. So let us look into the example. So here implementation of the Boolean function using PAL. So we do have two functions, A equals xy plus yz bar, B equals xy bar plus yz bar. Okay, so we have this two expressions. Now we realize these expressions using using PAL whatever we have. Okay. Okay, very simple. In these expressions you see yz bar is repeated. Okay, yz bar and yz bar is repeated. So I can program this yz bar by using an AND gate, because AND gate is programmed now, where yz bar can be programmed to one single AND gate. So for that you see this diagram. So in this diagram what we can see here is, so we do have x bar, x and y is this. So we do have xy in the expression. So we program x and y. We have x and z bar, and we do have x and y bar, and we do have y and z bar. See here, we had two yz bars in two different functions. We had xy, we had xy bar, and we have yz bar. Right? We had xy bar, yz bar are the functions. So xy bar, yz bar. Okay, we'll take this as xz bar. So we'll take this as xz bar. Okay. So anyway, if we had yz bar, then we would have had only 3 AND gates. Why? Because yz bar is a repeated function which we have in both if we have yz bar. So therefore you will have only this AND gate can be used for both the terms what we had in both the functions. Okay. Okay, now let us look into the diagram. Now the benefit of this is you are not using the AND gate to give all 8 combinations here. Right? As we have x, y and z, 3 variable function a and b, we are not using an AND gate to give all different 8 combinations like how we got in PROM, which is programmable read-only memory. Here we are programming an AND gate for only the required Boolean product functions what we have in Boolean function. Only the product terms which we have in the Boolean function, for that functions we will actually program the AND gate. So here in PAL you can see the number of AND gates is reduced, whereas there the number of AND gates was more. So here the AND gates gets reduced because AND gates are programmed only to those functions which are required to be programmed. So I need xy, so I have added AND gate to get xy. I needed xz bar, so I added one more AND gate to get xz bar. I needed xy bar, so I added an AND gate to get xy bar. Then I needed yz bar product term, so I got yz bar through this AND gate. Now a and b are the two functions, so I need 2 OR gates to be fixed now. So therefore this cross what you say shows that it is programmed, AND gate is programmed, whereas OR gates are fixed to this particular diagram. So we do have a and b 2 functions here. So 2 functions means 2 OR gates should be fixed here. So the number of functions is equal to the number of OR gates gets fixed. So I need 2 OR gates to be fixed here. So I'll put a dot term where the OR gates are fixed. So one thing is the first OR gate output is xy plus xz bar. So I'll put a dot for xy which is coming out through that AND gate, and I'll put a dot for xz bar wherever the AND gate is coming out. Then the next b function is xy bar plus yz bar. So I'll put a dot for those functions which I need. So b will be equal to xy bar plus yz bar. So this is how you try to design PAL, programmable array logic, where AND gates are programmed, OR gates are fixed. There in PROM, AND gates are fixed, OR gates are programmed. The final type of PLDs is PLA, which is programmable logic array. Okay, which is programmable logic array. So we'll now learn that. So this is programmable logic array. So in this, very simple. we learned PROM, we learned PAL. This is like hybrid, where both AND array and OR array are programmable in PAL. Both AND array and OR array, both are programmed. Okay, both are programmed here. So I hope the PLA, programmable logic array, are the devices which are normally used in digital system design. We don't use PROM or PAL, programmable array logic, because we see that not both are programmed. Okay, so in PROM you see more number of AND gates are used because of AND gates getting fixed. In PAL, though the AND gates are fixed, but though the AND gates are programmed, but OR gates are fixed. We need both AND gate and OR gate to be programmed. Therefore, that is possible in programmable logic array, which is PLA. Okay, so let us look into an example implementing the Boolean function using PLA. So we do have A equals xy plus xz bar, and we have B equals xy bar plus yz plus xz bar. So let us see how to program these functions using PLA. So I'll just directly show the diagram. So what is that here is, in this function, as I said earlier, see here xz bar and xz bar. This xz bar is repeating in both the functions. So I'll program it to one single AND gate. Okay, I'll program it to one single AND gate. Therefore, though you needed 2 plus 3, 5 AND gates here, because you have 2 AND functions here, you have 3 AND functions here, 5 AND gates are required, but we have one AND function getting repeated, therefore we will get 4 AND gates here. So we will program it for 4 AND gates. Okay, so that is what we are doing here. In PLA, we will write the diagram in this way, where this will give you xy, this will give you xz bar. See, I have used only one AND gate for xz bar because it is getting repeated. I have xy bar, and then finally I have yz. So I have 4 AND gates. Now I will use 2 OR gates for 2 different functions, A and B, and I will program it according to the output that I need. So I will program it for xy plus xz bar, and I will program this for xz bar plus xy bar plus yz. Okay, so this is what the cross says, both AND gate and OR gates are programmed. Okay, programmed in the sense anytime you can remove and anytime you can add something else. Fixed means it is fixed, you can't remove that connection. So here in this particular diagram in PAL, whatever we have seen, in the PAL diagram, whatever we have seen, the OR gate was programmed, right? The OR gate was programmed. In such case, so in this diagram, what you can see, in this case, this is fixed actually. This is already fixed. You can't change it. Means you can't make this OR gate to work for something else. This is already fixed. You can't remove this OR gate for something else function can be implemented. If you have programmed this, you can easily remove this connection and put this connection to somewhere else. So that is the meaning of programming and fixing. So this is already fixed. You can't program it to something else function. So you can't remove this OR gate because it is already fixed to this particular outputs. When you have a programming, the meaning of programming means you can change the terms however you want. You can change, you can try to implement different Boolean functions with this particular programmed gates. So here if I want to implement something else, I'll remove this both and I will add across here. So such things is possible when you are having a programmed AND gate and programmed OR gate. When you have a fixed gate, you can't remove that fixed gate. That fixed gate is fixed for that particular function. So that is what fixing is all about. Okay. So I hope now you all clear with programmable logic devices and 3 different types of programmable logic devices which we have learned. Okay. Thank you.